Hey everyone, Xman490 here, and welcome to a new edition of Vlogging Time. Recently, I've been going on about these, the new consoles, and finally my decision to get a Wii U, and thus I have a Wii U, and I've shown it off a bit and such. And also I got, my PS Vita. This video is going to be about why I'm not getting a 3DS. Um, I think pretty much the biggest reason is because I have this already, and this has better graphics, and it has like a PS Plus, which is a great service. I got Sonic All Stars Racing on it for free. I think, no, it was on Christmas. Yeah, it was like a nice little Christmas gift. It's like, hey, here, have this game, and I've been playing that quite a bit among the other like most of the other like PS Plus games. I've played Gravity Rush, and I think that's I think that's it for them. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I guess so. I've also gotten Spelunky and Guacamelee, but I've been kind of slowing down on playing them, kind of stopping playing them because they've gotten really hard. For instance, the Guacamelee final boss defeats the character in like 4 hits, which is overpowered. Especially considering that he attacks really quickly, and you have to be like, okay, I have to use this move. Oh wait, I have to. Oh, there he is. Oh no. Oh, I'm hit. Oh no. Oh no. And Spelunky is has lots of oh no moments as well. Falling on spikes, getting killed by things, etc., etc. Um, but yeah, with the 3DS, I'm not really fond. Oh, jeez, I dropped the note card with the things that I'm going to talk about. Um, I don't care about the 3DS because I don't care about the 3D. The two screen thing is kind of odd, but the 2DS kind of erase those problems to an extent. No 3D, so it's cheaper, and it's on the same plane as like the screens are on the same plane, so that makes looking at them a bit better, I guess. But with the games, there are plenty of games, really good games, but I'm not too interested in them. I'm going to list them in order on Nintendo's website, the best-selling games recently. So, first, Animal Crossing New Leaf. Strangely enough, I didn't know that was quite so popular, but I guess like lots of people like that sort of thing. It's very simple, gathering stuff and giving stuff to the animal things, and you can go like day after day and stuff like that. Quite addicting, which is why I'm not gonna play it. Um, then there's the Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. I'm sort of interested in that, but I don't really care for the A Link to the Past sort of gameplay style. It just, I don't know, something about it just kind of bores me. I wouldn't play that for very much, I guess. I mean, by the way, I'm looking in this direction because I have the note card here. Um, but yeah, I mean, it is really good. Like if you really like A Link to the Past, certainly get it. I mean, of course. But I did not really like A Link to the Past. So yeah. And there's Fire Emblem and Bravely Default. Bravely Default is coming out, so it's not really on the list, but I'm bundling or pairing it with Fire Emblem Awakening because I do not really care for those turn-based RPGs. Sure, they may have great story, great characters that like talk to each other and they're really fleshed out and etc. etc. But hey, I do not really care for that sort of thing. I don't really care about turn-based RPGs except for Pokemon, which I will get to in just a moment. but they're like the thing is that turn-based RPGs, like for instance, Final Fantasy IV, the one on the Super Nintendo, which I have been playing, which I've played on the Wii Virtual Console. I've only played for a few hours and then I got stuck and I didn't stopped caring. And it did get tedious with those turn-based battles. Like, oh no, random battle, you have to fight a few things, you can't keep walking around, blah blah blah. And I do not like that. And it's not even like in Pokemon where it's like, oh, just avoid the tall grass. Maybe like it might be like a scenic route or walking around and not as quick, but and then Pokemon there's the option to use repels. So I do not like those random battles. Pokemon X and Y, as I'm as going to that sort of way thing. You see, I do like the new art style with it, like sort of 3D models, even though they still like turn like instantly in cardinal directions like this. But like that is weird. But the thing is that I already have a DS and I have like three Pokemon games there. And even then, I haven't really played them. Not like particularly recently, not in the past couple months, because I've had my Vita, and thus, and also, again, I don't really care for the whole 3D or two screen thing. Uh, the thing about X and Y though is that I think their Pokédexes are like really big. They're local Pokédexes. But then again, Black 2 and White 2 have that sort of thing as well. So, if anything, I would get Black 2 or White 2 on my DS, which I actually have. And. And then there's Mario 3D Land, which I have 3D World, and 3D Land I heard isn't really good because it's, Super Mario 3D Land, more like Super Block Land. Which, speaking of that sort of thing, 3D World actually has a level called that, which has 3D Land music, that theme, and like blocks that you blow up, and it's it's pretty funny. It's like taking an insult and making a level out of it. This is some ink that I have from writing with a pen because it's a very messy pen. Oh dear. Ugh. And I have like smudges here. And yeah. Mario Kart 7, I already have Sonic All-Stars Racing, so I already have a racing game. And I will probably get Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, so there is that whole thing. Don't really care about that. And then there's The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Again, I think I mentioned it before, but I've played Ocarina of Time like 7 and 2/2 times, basically. So, I know that game like the palm of my hand. So there's that whole thing. I am not going to be playing it because, I played it already. However, there may be like an HD remake of it because I've heard that there may be HD remakes of Nintendo 64 games, probably starting with Super Mario 64, which is great because it has non-linear levels, linear levels being basically all the levels in 3D Land, and thus it is a very nice addition to the Wii U library because it is non-linear Mario game, and that sort of thing hasn't been around, hasn't come out since Mario Sunshine in 2002, so it's been like 12 years, so that is superb. That'd be great. I'd pay like $30 each for those HD remakes. Superb. It's just great. And that's just another reason why I like my Wii U. Uh, So yeah, I mean, like despite, like sure there's tens of millions of people buying 3DSs and there's only like a few million that have bought or a couple million with the Vita and a few million with the Wii U and a few million with the other new consoles, which is kind of interesting because now all the three new consoles, big new consoles, are at the same point more or less. Um, but the Wii U, like it's gonna take some marketing, lots of marketing for it to surpass the other two because the other two are newer and such. But then again, the Wii U is cheaper, especially considering sort of sales. For instance, the holiday sale that I got. I think I showed it on another video. I got for free along with the Wii U Deluxe Mario bundle thing. I got a Zombie U and a gift card. Superb, excellent from Best Buy. Great. Um, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. It's basically about. So yeah, yeah, the 3DS. I don't really care about it because mainly because I have a Vita already. I don't really care about the two screen thing, and the games do not really interest me. So that's going to be it for this video vlogging time. Quite long, but this is actually a re-recording, and still it's about like a minute shorter. But talking about a lot. So that's going to be it for this video. Goodbye.